Imagine trusting everyone around you, and then one day pretending to be blind, just to see who still stands beside you when they think you can't see their truth anymore. Some smiled in front of her, but stabbed her in silence. She watched everything, without ever opening her eyes. She sat silently by the window, her eyes staring blankly ahead. To the world, she was blind. To herself, she was invisible. Her name was Maya, a 21-year-old university student with a secret bigger than anyone could imagine. For the past 3 weeks, she had walked the campus halls with dark glasses on, a white cane in hand, pretending to be blind. No one knew it was an act, not even her closest friends. She hadn't always been this way. Just a month ago, Maya laughed freely, joined her friends for late-night coffee, and studied under library lights. But something had changed. Something deep inside her broke when her heart did. It started when she overheard her so-called friends talking behind her back. They mocked her, ridiculed her dreams, and laughed about how she cried after her breakup. She felt crushed, betrayed, and exposed. So she devised a plan, a social experiment, a test. She would pretend to be blind and see who among her friends would stay. Who would care? Who would still see her when she couldn't see them? At first, they were sympathetic. Zara, her best friend, cried and hugged her. Ali, her classmate, offered to walk her to lectures. For a week, they surrounded her with kindness. But then, slowly, the cracks began to show. Zara started canceling plans. Ali became distant. Conversations became shallow. Her presence, once joyful, now felt like a burden to them. Maya noticed every sigh, every glance exchanged when they thought she couldn't see. But she could. Every whisper stung like needles. Then came the ultimate betrayal. One afternoon, Maya sat alone in the cafeteria. She listened as Zara and Ali laughed behind her back. "She's so dramatic," Zara said. "I mean, who even loses their sight overnight?" "I don't buy it," Ali replied. "She probably wants attention." Their words cut deeper than any blade. Maya clenched her fists under the table, her heart thudding like a drum. Still, she stayed silent. Her test wasn't over. But not everyone abandoned her. There was Rayan, the quiet boy who sat 2 rows behind her in literature class. He noticed her, not just her condition, but her struggle. He would leave sticky notes on her table, filled with quotes and encouragements, even though he thought she couldn't read them. One day he brought her coffee, saying, "They say scent sharpens when you lose sight. This one's caramel. Your favorite, right?" She smiled, unable to hide it. "You remembered." He tilted his head, surprised. "You smiled." There was a pause, a long, loaded pause. Maya took a breath. "Rayan, can we talk? Privately?" They walked to the edge of the campus, under the old oak tree. Maya took off her glasses, revealing her eyes, clear, bright, and not blind at all. "I can see," she said softly. Rayan didn't flinch. He didn't yell. He simply waited. So she told him everything. The gossip, the loneliness, the pain, and the test. When she finished, he smiled, not with judgment, but with understanding. "Sometimes," he said, "we need to go blind to truly see." Maya's eyes welled with tears. She had been surrounded by people who claimed to care, yet only one had truly seen her. Not for what she pretended to be, but for who she was. The next day, Maya walked into class without her cane, without her glasses, heads turned, gasps followed. Zara and Ali stared in shock. She didn't stop. She walked straight to the front row and sat beside Rayan. Whispers buzzed behind her, but she no longer cared. She had seen the truth. That evening, she posted her story anonymously on the university blog. Within hours, it went viral. Hundreds commented. Some confessed they too had pretended, not blindness, but strength, happiness, even love. Maya's story opened eyes, not just of others, but her own. She learned that love isn't proven by words, but by presence. That some friends only stay when the light shines, and others walk with you in darkness. Weeks later, she and Rayan sat under the same oak tree. "Do you regret it?" he asked. "No," she whispered, "because now I know who sees me, even when I'm invisible." He took her hand gently. "And I'll keep seeing you, always." She smiled, not the fake smile she had mastered, but a real one. one that comes from being seen, truly seen. And in that moment, the girl who once pretended to be blind finally felt visible.